Grace Kilawe, ni mkurugenzi mtendaji wa Mikono Speakers Africa. Mwaka huu sisi tumeandaa event ya high performance leadership ambayo tunafanya kwa hizi nchi za Afrika. Tunafanya Kenya, tunafanya Nigeria, pia na Tanzania. Ni seminar ya aina yake ambayo lengo lake ni kutransform viongozi wa bara la Afrika na watu mbalimbali. Viongozi kwa maanisha watu wa makampuni na watu wa taasisi mbalimbali na pia serikali pia. Katika event tumealika nguli wawili, Mr. Tracy na Mr. Azim Jamal. Kwa pamoja watafanya kwa hapa Tanzania pale ukumbi wa Julius Nyerere International Convention Center. Hii ni seminar ambayo kwamba lengo lake ni kuproduce transformation leaders kwa Afrika, sio kutengeneza transaction leader. Kwa hiyo tofauti ya transaction leader na transformation leader ni transformation leader ni yule ambaye ana-empower watu, ana-energize watu na pia anafanya watu na grow up. Lakini transaction leader ni yule ambaye kwamba unamfanyia kazi and then anakulipa. Basi done, mambo yameisha. Sisi lengo letu baada ya kuona kuna gap hiyo, na pia gap lingine lililokuwepo katika nchi za Afrika ni accountability. Kwa hiyo kwa pamoja watu wanashindwa kuwa accountable kwa vile vitu wanavyofanya, kwa zile goals walizoweka na matokeo waliyofanya. Kwa watu wanashindwa kuwa accountable kwa hayo. Kwa hiyo kwamba sisi kama Mikono baada ya kuliona hilo ni tatizo kubwa katika swala katika nyanja ya uongozi, tukaamua kuanzisha leadership conference ambayo tutakuwa tunazihost 2 kwa mwaka, ambayo moja tunaihost mwezi wa 6 na nyingine tunafanya kwa mwezi wa 12. Tunafanya seminar kila mwaka na tujaanza leo. Hii ni seminar 46 toka tulivyoanza. Nimeanza kufanya seminar nikiwa na kampuni yangu ya Mikono nikiwa Nairobi. Kwa hiyo nimetoka hapo nikaja India nikafanya, nikatoka hapo nikaja kuhamia Dar es Salaam moja kwa moja. Kwa hiyo hii ni seminar ya muda mrefu. Kwa hiyo ni seminar zaidi ya, kwa Tanzania tuna miaka 3 kwa sasa hivi kwa Mikono Speakers. Kwa hiyo ni seminar 46. Tanzania tunakuwa kwa kasi. Tunakuwa kwa kasi kwa sababu huwezi kulinganisha Tanzania ya miaka iliyopita na sasa hivi. Tanzania ina uwezo wa kutriple zile, yani kutriple kuliko kwamba kawaida kwa nchi nyingine ambazo tayari zishaweza kutengeneza ile capacity kubwa. Katika upande wa quality ya human capital tumepitwa kidogo na nchi kama za jirani kama Kenya, kama South Africa. Ina human capital ambayo yenye ubora wa hali ya juu. Kwa hiyo kwamba changamoto ambayo ipo Tanzania ni kutengeneza human capital ambayo yenye ubora wa hali ya juu. Na tukumbuke taifa lolote hapo duniani ambalo lenye kupiga maendeleo lina human capital, rasilimali watu ambao yenye ubora hali ya juu.
And this is very much a matter of choice. It's the most amazing thing. I was speaking to a very, very powerful bishop who has the biggest single church in the world outside of Lagos. I went to visit him on Monday night. And he said, all of our problems in Africa are our own problems. And the sooner we accept responsibility for changing the problems, the sooner we will change them. And he said, and he's a very good teacher. He's read all of my books and he preaches to hundreds of thousands of people. He's an amazing man. But he said, basically, when we accept responsibility, then we can change things. So one of the things I've noticed is that all of our life is a result of our own choices and our own decisions. And if we're not happy with any part of our life, then what we need to do is make more choices and better decisions. Which brings us to our seminar tomorrow. As I began to do my research on personal success, I began to teach these ideas to others. And hundreds of thousands and millions of people began to use these ideas, from live speeches, audio tapes, DVDs, CDs, books, and so on. And then I began to teach the ideas on business success to businesses. And now more than 1 million businesses use my ideas all over the world in 65 countries. As of tomorrow, in Tanzania, it will be 66 countries. And the reason they use the ideas is because they're simple and they're practical and they work immediately. Now in life and in business, your rewards will always be determined by your results. So the reason that the people in the top 20% earn 5 and 10 and 20 times as much as the others is because they get more and better results. And if you want to improve your life, then you just simply learn the skills necessary to get more and better results. I have worked with more than 10,000 small and medium-sized businesses, very much the same businesses in Tanzania, but I've worked with them all over the world. And what I found is that the same principles apply. Now, are there differences? Yes. Again, it's the 80-20 rule. 80% of the principles of personal and business success are the same worldwide. The other 20% are influenced by the local culture, language, history, political, economic situation, and so on. Well, we cannot change or control the 20%, but we can focus on the 80% over which we have complete control. And so that's what I will teach you. And I will teach leaders how to grow their businesses faster, how to find the right people, how to manage, how to motivate, how to inspire people, how to increase sales and profitability with the best techniques used by the best companies in the world. And every one of these companies started off as a little company with 1 or 2 people sitting together thinking about starting a business. And now companies like Microsoft and Apple and Google, each of them was started with 2 people sitting down together in a small house and saying, let's start a business. And today they are world giants. And there's a reason, and I've studied this for many years. There's specific reasons why companies become highly successful, and there's specific reasons why leaders and managers are extremely effective and are highly paid. And there's many reasons why individuals are highly successful. And if you learn and practice those principles, you get the same results. And countless people that I have worked with over the years throughout the world have transformed their lives in as little as a few months, sometimes in as little as 30 days after going to one of my seminars. Because the ideas are very simple, and they're very practical, and they're proven, and they're used by the top people worldwide. So the only limit on what these ideas will do for you is the limit that you place on them by how often you use these ideas. I will give you the tools. It's almost like I will give you a beautiful car, and I will give you the ignition key, but your job is to sit in the car, put in the key, turn it on, and drive it.
Ameuza vitu kwenye makampuni mbalimbali, amefanya biashara ndogo ndogo, ameajiriwa, mpaka sasa hivi yeye amefanikiwa sana kimaisha, kiuchumi na kadhalika. Lakini alianza kwa kutafiti kwa nini baadhi ya watu wamefanikiwa. Na katika kwa asilimia ina maana kwamba ni asilimia katika ukichukulia watu 100, watu 20 wamefanikiwa. Ukichukulia katika kampuni 100, kampuni 20 utakuta zimefanikiwa. Kwa nini? Kukatokea kanuni moja inaitwa 80-20 rule. Ndio akawa anazungumzia hiyo kwamba baada ya kufanya utafiti kwa muda mrefu akaja na maono yake jinsi gani ya kuweza kutatua hayo matatizo ya ambayo yanafanya hizi asilimia 80 ya watu au kampuni isifanikiwe, bali ni asilimia 20 tu kati ya 100 inaweza kufanikiwa. Kwa hiyo baada ya kugundua hivyo, hizo mbinu amekuwa akizifundisha kwa mtu mmoja mmoja, lakini amekuwa akizifundisha kwa makampuni mbalimbali mpaka makampuni zaidi ya 10,000 na watu mmoja mmoja wameweza kufanikiwa. Kwa hiyo kwa ufupi kabisa, siwezi kurudia kila kitu, lakini anasema yeye atatoa kile anachojua kwamba ni bora kabisa ambacho amekuwa akitoa kwa watu wengine na katika taasisi mbalimbali duniani zikafanikiwa, ataweza kutoa kwa katika seminar hiyo.
One of the questions people are asking is about the cost of the seminar, and the question to ask is not what the cost of the seminar is, but to ask the question, what is the cost of not coming to the seminar and what you miss out? That's a bigger cost. So I think it's one of the most powerful seminars you'll have in Tanzania in many years. And Brian Tracy, in my opinion, is hands down one of the best in the field in personal and corporate effectiveness. So I would highly recommend the Tanzanians to come and participate and not miss this chance, because he's never been to Tanzania before, and you never know, he may never come back again. So this is a wonderful opportunity for people to participate and learn some practical, inspiring, uplifting leadership tips for becoming a high-performance leader, which you can apply right away this afternoon and tomorrow morning.
Mikono Speakers also does conduct public speaking and business presentation skills course. And normally that course is run by me, along with my friend Akash Karia. So if you'd like to become an expert speaker, then you could come and learn from Mikono. If you'd like to deliver powerfully and persuasively on stage, on the podiums, then Mikono Speakers would help you do so. And the course will start in August this year, so you might as well sign up today if you feel like you might need that course. If you go outside there, there's going to be a place where you can fill up a bit of a form, and then you'll be registered for the program to begin in August. I would like to say something about our sponsors called Rodizio Restaurant. This is a Brazilian grill restaurant, which in my opinion, for meat lovers, it's the best joint in town. It's a quiet place with unique dining experience where meat servers pass from table to table, slicing hot different cuts. And I was there, I remember the last time, they have close to 17 different cuts of meat. And utakula mpaka utajingata midomo. They're really good. So you get that until you're satisfied. You see a place to go with your family, hang out, enjoy the environment. It's very beautiful. And the meat is really beautiful, soft, nice. It's a place to go. All you need is a hearty appetite and a group to cheer you up. It's located at Oyster Bay, Mzingawe Street, off Haile Selassie Road, towards IST at the hill turn left. Then follow the signs, and you will be at Rodizio. And I understand that next Sunday is the Father's Day. And for all of us who have come here, you will have at least a 20% discount if you go there on Sunday or the next 2 weeks after today. So I want to encourage you to go to Rodizio Restaurant this Sunday on Father's Day and in the next 2 weeks so that you can enjoy the 20% discount at the Rodizio Brazilian restaurant. Churrascaria, that's what it's called in Brazilian language. Meanwhile, I would like to call upon National Housing Corporation, MD, if you're here, please. And Rahar, Akash Karia, if you're here, so that we can give you a couple minutes to talk about your companies, briefly. And then from the Citizen newspaper as well, we're also going to give you 2 minutes if you're here, before we can get Brian to come and continue with the program. Now, I want to say something. About 6 years ago, when I listened and I heard from Brian Tracy, I really liked his program, and I wrote somewhere in my diary, I have a list of 101 things I want to accomplish before I die. And one of the things that I wrote in that list was attend Brian Tracy's live event. Now, by the law of attraction, this has happened because not only am I attending the event, but I've gotten to become the MC of the event. I really love and appreciate the opportunity. And I think you should believe in the law of attraction. It works. If you write something down and if you believe in your heart, I'm quite sure it's going to happen, probably way beyond your wildest imaginations. All right, so since the sponsors are not coming up here on stage, but I'm sure most of them, oh, you better run up, brother. Give a hand to my friend here as he comes up. You have 2 minutes because Brian is standing at the door.
Brian has said that it's a great goal for you to double your income. Raise your hand if you'd like to double your profitability as a company. Say, oh yes. Fantastic. Now, there's 2 ways that you can do this. Is it okay if I share from my experience? Okay. The first way that you can do it is through the techniques that you have. Techniques for the people that you have in your company. Now, Brian and Azim have been sharing the techniques that you need to double your income and double your profitability as a company by investing in yourself and using those techniques to double your profitability. So, what's the second way you can double your productivity and your profitability? The second way is using tools. So you're getting techniques for yourself, but the second way is to get a tool for your business that will allow you to grow your productivity and your profitability. Now, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Turn to the person sitting next to you, and for the next 30 seconds, discuss what do you think is the #1 tool that is underutilized, yet needed the most in Tanzania, that can help you double your productivity and your profitability. Go, 30 seconds. Is it computers, laptops? What is it? All right, perfect. Gentleman back there, what do you think it is? Yes, the one looking at me. Now the one hiding from me, the one looking around. Yes. Infrastructure, very good. Very wrong, but very good. Next person, someone out there, sir. Yes, yourself. Innovation, again, very, very wrong, but very good. Last time I did this, someone raised their hand and said Raha, which I thought was the perfect answer. Now, Raha is an ISP that helps you link up with and connect with the world, so you have tools that you need to connect outside. And plus, if you have businesses and branches within Tanzania that need to communicate with each other, because communication is very important. If you need that, then Raha as an ISP, I guarantee this personally, is the #1 ISP in Tanzania. And if you want to write to us at sales@raha.com, and we will personally, myself and the CEO, will analyze your needs, come give you a solution that can help double your productivity and your profitability. Thank you.
That most companies, even the best of the best, waste 30% of the time. New research has come out that most companies waste more than 50% of the time. Now, when I say waste, I don't mean they're lazy. Nobody is lazy. People work hard, no problem. But time gets wasted in miscommunication, firefighting, ego battles, lack of clarity. Now, if you're able to reduce that by 10 or 20%, what would it be worth? What would it be worth if you reduce it by 10 or 20%? If you have 1,000 employees? Huge, huge difference. Secondly, is your life balanced? And you'd say, what's balance got to do with business? Everything. Everything. I give a tip of the hour of power. I've given it many times, and I will never stop giving it. 20 minutes exercise, 20 minutes meditation, and 20 minutes reading something uplifting. 20, 20, 20. Now you might say, Azim, good advice, but where do I find this hour from? I'm busy up to here. So I tell people, what if you sleep an hour earlier at night? What do you do the last hour at night? Watching TV, eating food from the kitchen, complaining you're getting fat, reading the newspaper. Sleep an hour earlier. Wake up an hour early and do 20 minutes exercise, 20 minutes meditation, quiet time, and 20 minutes reading something uplifting. You start your day with a bang. Something for your body, something for your soul, and something for your mind. That 1 hour you invest, it's not expense, it's not profit and loss, it's balance sheet. That 1 hour you invest significantly enhances the next 23 hours. You're more dynamic, more energetic, more focused, more productive. So why won't you invest that hour for yourself? High-performance leader does that. Okay? A high-performance leader is a change catalyst. If you don't change, nothing changes. From change, you can break bad habits. From change, you can create breakthroughs. Sometimes from breakdowns come breakthroughs. If you're having a breakdown, say, hey, this is a chance for a breakthrough. Because without breakdown, sometimes it's very hard to have breakthroughs. So change can create that. The only thing you shouldn't change, the only thing you shouldn't change is your core principles, your core values, your core ethics. That's your foundation. That's the ground you stand on. Once you violate your principles, once you violate your ethics, once you violate your values, you have no ground to stand on. And finally, in balance, lead with emotional intelligence. Lead with your head and your heart, not just your head. If you want to create passion, if you want to create loyalty, if you want to create transformation, lead with your head and your heart. And finally, in beyond, high performance leadership in beyond. Are you satisfied with your work? Do you feel fulfilled with your work? Do you feel uplifted with your work? Do your people around you feel uplifted? Do your people around you feel satisfied? If you are not, you're missing a very powerful opportunity. Because when you're satisfied with your work, you have more energy, you get less tired, you produce more. If people around you are more satisfied, they can achieve the same. Some people in Tanzania, I know, drive to work or come to work. It takes them 2.5 hours to come to work and 2.5 hours to go back to home. By the time they come to work, they're dead. And they go home, they're dead at home. So home life is mess, work life is mess. So what's the solution? What's the solution? How about using some creativity and say, look, why don't you come an hour earlier when there is no traffic? You will save 1.5 hours driving and go an hour early. They'll come to work a bit more satisfied, go home and be more satisfied, and their productivity can increase. A simple thing. It's not rocket science. Otherwise, who loses? Everybody loses. You lose and they lose. Number 2 in Beyond, for a high-performance leader, do you believe in creating abundance through giving? Do you believe in the power of giving as a leader? And you'll say, Azim, giving is charity, is spiritual, it's nothing to do with business. My friends, let me tell you, there is nothing as powerful in business, nothing, as giving. There is nothing as powerful and as potent in business than giving. Let me explain. When you give to your customers extraordinary value, when you go out of your way, go extra mile and do much, much more for your customer than they pay you for, what will happen? You increase your value in the eyes of your customer. You're paid this much, you're doing this much. If you're an employee and you go out of your way and do much more for your employer than he pays you or she pays you, what happens? In the eyes of the employer, you increase your value because you're doing much more than being paid for. Giving is the only way you can increase your business. Full stop. When you stop giving, you stop creating. When you stop giving, you stop finding. When you stop giving, you stop innovating. When you stop giving, you stop receiving. My friends, when you stop giving, you stop living. You're dead. To tap into your enormous potential within, you have to give. Funga ngumi. Close your fist. If I give you something, can you receive? Now open your fist and give. Now if I give you something, can you receive? The more you give, the more you create. The more you give, the more you have. When you're on the flow of giving, giving flows through you. When you're on the flow of abundance, abundance flows through you. A high-performance leader gets it and practices it. As a high-performance leader, have you gone from success to significance? Success is personal. Me. I'm successful. Significance is me successful and helping others become successful. Have you gone from being a mediocre leader to a great leader? How do you go from a mediocre leader to a great leader? You become a great leader when you inspire. William Arthur Ward said, a mediocre leader will tell people what to do. Fire here. A good leader will explain. A superior leader will demonstrate, whereas a great leader will inspire. And you can only inspire, when you're inspired yourself. It's an inside-out approach. If you're not inspired, you cannot inspire others. So today, you will ignite your spark. I bet you, I promise you. This is a promise. It's not a casual talk. Before you go, you will be inspired. There is no ifs, there is no buts, there is no ends about it. We will ignite the spark in you because that's a starting point for you to inspire others. And the last point I'll make before I call my friend, my guru, somebody I respect a lot, Brian Tracy, I was telling somebody that if you ask me in the whole world, who would you like to share a stage with, apart from a spiritual leader like the Aga Khan or somebody like that, I would say hands down Brian Tracy. So I have a lot of respect for this man, and what you'll get from him will be priceless. I can guarantee that. So the last point I want to make before I stop is how do you, as a high performance leader, how do you transform, not transact, negative ego into positive pride? How do you transform your negative ego into positive pride? Rumi, the Sufi poet, says, give up your drop and become the ocean. You say, what? I give up my drop? Are you kidding me? Me, the drop? I give up? No way. I'm the ocean. Hey, you give up your drop and you'll be the ocean. Oh, no. I'm the drop. I'm the ocean. So we have a hard time dropping the drop. And we remain drops. The moment you drop the drop, you become the ocean. You become one. Can you imagine if us 300 people here were one? The power versus me being alone. Huge difference. High performance leader gets that I can never do a business as a one-man army. There is no one-man army. Your business is running because of other people, not because of you. Yes, you are a leader, you can engage, you can inspire, but without other people, your business is worth nothing. When you get it, then you transform your starting point of your negative ego into positive pride. To conclude, today is a very special day for all of us here. It's a magical day. It's the most important day in your life. All I ask you is keep an open mind. Take notes. Brian will make you go through a workbook. Take notes. And make a commitment to take at least one idea that you act upon immediately. And then you'll find that your life at home, at work, will never be the same. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together and welcome Mr. Brian Tracy.
In life, nothing but problems, difficulties, unexpected setbacks, failures. The only question is, how well do you respond to them? Well, I'm very happy to be with you today, and I promise you I'm going to give you a lot of great ideas that you can use. You are in the top 10% of business people in Tanzania, if not in Africa. Why? It's because only the top 10% of business people attend these seminars. I know this seminar is expensive and it takes a lot of time out of your schedule to be here, and the top people, top leaders worldwide are the ones who come to these seminars. That's why they build these convention centers for top people. They don't build these convention centers for average people because average people never come here, which is why they remain average people. So I'm going to give you a lot of great information. Now, I'm going to ask you 3 questions to begin, and I'm going to ask you to answer the person next to you. The first question is, if you can imagine a bicycle wheel, it has an axle. Now, the axle of the human being is their key talents and skills. It's your special abilities that enable you to do your work at a high level. And everybody has special talents and skills and abilities, or they have the potential to develop them. So I want you to turn to the person next to you, and just a simple question, what is your very best skill? What is your very best talent or skill in your work? What is it that you do very well and better than most people? Please turn to the person next to you and tell them the answer to that question. We cannot proceed unless you answer the question. This is not a passive seminar where you sit like a cow in the field chewing grass. This is an active seminar where you actively participate. This is very important. Now, if you have no talents or skills, if you are not good at anything, then don't say anything to the person next to you. And we will understand and we will sympathize. We will be sorry for you. We will know that you're not very competent because you cannot think of one thing to say. Is that what you want us to think? Please turn to the person next to you and tell them your best skill. What is your best skill? If you're not sitting next to someone, move so that you are sitting next to someone, because I'm going to ask you questions all day long. And it's very important that you have someone to discuss them with. Socrates, the great philosopher, said that we only learn something by talking about it. If we do not discuss something, we never learn it. So if we sit there and we don't discuss what we're learning, we forget everything. And today will have been of no value. By the time you get back to your